Moon Knight is the next big character joining the MCU. He's going to be our next big Marvel MCU superhero, and this is something I'm really excited for. It's just a little over a week until the debut of the first episode on Disney+, which of course is super exciting. And so of course promotion is kicking into gear here, and in a recent interview, Oscar Isaac, who stars as Moon Knight, aka Mark Spector, aka Stephen Grant, aka Mr. Knight, aka whatever other personalities we're getting in this series, he did a recent interview where he was asked by the interviewer, what two other MCU characters or Avengers would you like to have a crossover with as Moon Knight? And Oscar Isaac's response was very interesting, because the interviewer specifically said two Avengers characters, but then Oscar Isaac said something along the lines of, I don't think of it as just Avengers characters. I was thinking more Midnight Suns characters. I'd love to see Moon Knight team up with characters like Blade, Ghost Rider, Punisher, and Daredevil. Yes, please. Literally, Midnight Suns would be awesome to see in the MCU, and this is something we've been talking about for a while now, that this is something that they're building up to with Kevin Feige in his whole overarching plan here. It just makes sense with the characters that are being introduced here, because Kevin Feige said that we're going to be having multiple Marvel teams in the MCU at one time. That's could obviously just be referring to how we're going to have the Avengers, X-Men, and Fantastic Four, and that going on, but we're going to be having other stuff as well. Like, we're getting the Young Avengers at some point, we're getting the Thunderbolts probably, and now the Midnight Suns, which is basically the Avengers, but more supernatural, more the darker characters. And Moon Knight fits in perfectly with those, alongside these other characters that Oscar Isaac listed as well. Of course, we just got the return of Charlie Cox as Daredevil in the MCU in Spider-Man No Way Home. Rumors that he's going to be in She-Hulk and multiple other MCU projects coming up. So that would be awesome. Also, Jon Bernthal's Punisher, there's been no confirmation at all that he is coming back to the MCU, but Punisher, alongside all the other Netflix Marvel series, have just been added to Disney+. So Jon Bernthal's casting as Punisher is just absolutely perfect, at least in my opinion. So to bring him back would be great as well, especially for a team like the Midnight Suns. Blade is coming up with Mahershala Ali. Ghost Rider is another one that's been rumored to be getting his own project, possibly even an appearance in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So yeah, the Midnight Suns is something I definitely want to see, and Oscar Isaac's Moon Knight would fit in so well with this team, along with other characters that he didn't even name here, like possibly, obviously, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is one of the main members in the comics, oftentimes even the leader, so it'd make perfect sense for him to be part of the team, especially since recently Benedict Cumberbatch even said that Doctor Strange in the MCU is not an Avenger. Sure, he helped the Avengers in Infinity War and Endgame, but he is not an Avenger. Well, maybe instead of being an Avenger, he's going to go on to be a Midnight Sun. And we could get other characters in here, like maybe Scarlet Witch, or possibly even Agatha Harkness instead. There's, of course, the upcoming Werewolf by Night Disney Plus Halloween special. So Werewolf by Night could join the team. There's rumors of Man-Thing. Any other characters coming to the MCU that are more of those darker, more supernatural characters could fit in with the Midnight Suns. And seeing just the whole tone of Moon Knight and how it's more darker, it's more of a psychological thriller, is something really exciting to see, that we're tapping into that darker side of the MCU now. And there's more potential for things like the Midnight Suns in the future. That's something that gets me really excited. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. What do you think about Oscar Isaac's wish to team up Moon Knight with the Midnight Suns, with Ghost Rider and Blade and Daredevil and Punisher and all these other characters? So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and thank you guys so much for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.